Minneapolis, welcome inside Target Field. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Minnesota Twins. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Pablo Lopez.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Dunks one into left.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Connor Norby, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch, and he just misses. Norby measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds, and he's playing today in his home state of Minnesota. And that one fouled off. And that's downstairs. And a count 2-1. And that one missing low. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
And now Jesus Sanchez. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. In the dirt, but no advance from the runners. Bounce to the right side, throws to first in time, and that is a big first out. And time now for the Marlins lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Jonah Bride in the box now, takes strike 1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Edwards at third. Norby at second with 1 away. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Here's someone, historically speaking, that prefers day games over night games. So I'm excited to see what he does in this one.
Caught him looking for the K.
Well, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You have the infield back. All you got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
And at the plate for Miami, Matt Mervis. And fouled off. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Breaking ball misses down and away. And now the count filled up 3-2. Griffin Conant in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 on, 2 outs. And they're all loaded up.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put them away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Stepping in, Griffin Conant swings through that one for strike 1. Two outs. And that is out of play. Lopez gets the swing and the miss. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back in Minnesota, today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Oh, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Here's Carlos Correa. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. The shortstop takes the ball. On the ground to third, might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Here's Trevor Larnach. There's a strike at the knees. Two out, space is empty. Next pitch is outside. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Nothing doing here for the Twins. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Marlins, Davison De Los Santos. Lopez back to work. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one ripped. That's back there. Gone. He circles the bases. It's 1-0.
a good hitter gets pitch recognition early, he saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And a foul ball. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here at the top of the second. That one way inside.
2 strikes.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He's out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. And that skips in the dirt. One out, base is empty. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He flexes his power with that swing. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So the batting order turns over. Xavier Edwards, the next up for the Marlins. That one outside. And that is ball one. Still only one out here in the inning. Fastball for a strike. The shortstop takes a ball. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Got him looking. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Norby in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
2 down, nobody on. That misses, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Bottom of the second, and now Byron Buxton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Back up the middle and a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Next to hit, Matt Wallner. And takes low for ball one. Alcantara, multi-time All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he occasionally uses a curve. Alcantara over to first. Buxton back in there. This one gets away as he can't handle it behind the plate. Down the line. Conine sizes this one up, squeezes it, runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly, and a 2-1 ball game now.
Wow, pretty amazing that only ended up being a sac fly. So much excitement and a great effort out there to take on the wall as he hauled it in. And for the batter, could have easily been a double or even a triple, but you know what? He'll take the sac fly RBI.
Royce Lewis, batting with one down, takes a strike.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Next one is off the plate, and the count even 1-1. One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. Inside, and that's ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive. And it remains 2-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Conine makes the catch for the out.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Ty.
And now the first baseman, Ty France. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Sanchez makes the play, and that is that. So they get one run, one hit, no errors, and nobody left on. We played 2 full. It's the Marlins 2 and the Twins 1. Top half of the third inning.
Miami,
now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Up and in, and it's 1-0.
1-0.
Just missed. Outside. 3-0. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well. Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Jonah Bride struck out looking his first time. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. And another ball.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
There's a swing and a drive. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
And up next for Miami, Matt Mervis. Golden opportunity right here. That clips the zone. That's strike one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball.
In the dirt, blocked. Runners hold tight. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Next offering misses down and away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
It gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. With all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Konai batting for the second time, and that's strike one. Sanchez on third. Bride over at second with 1 down. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now batting,
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. He's already homered in this game. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Marlins strand a pair. They lead it 2-1. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Here's
up
the second baseman,
Twins,
Brooks Lee.
The second baseman, Brooks Lee.
On the ground. Mervis takes it to the bag. 1 gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Ryan Jeffers.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Yeah, that's fouled off. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And this game is tied. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Well, you can see he was out front just a little bit. Maybe didn't recognize the changeup earlier, but he got the bat head to it, hooked it down the line, and was able to keep it fair for a long home run. Really impressive.
Castro stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
1-0.
And another ball. Alcantara maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Pumps in a strike, and now 3-1 the count. Swing and a ground ball. Right. Over to first. That's it out. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
No, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Correa in now. Takes ball one off the plate. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. Third out, and that ends the frame. But a solo home run for the Twins. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now Kyle Stowers. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And it's 0-1. Down the left field line. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double in the fourth.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position, and now the catcher comes up to him. Nick Fortes. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Man at second.
That's a ball.
That's out to center field. Buxton sizing it up. Makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he makes it up to third with one away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
So the lineup flips over. Now here is Xavier Edwards. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. One away with a runner at third. Swing and a foul out of play. Not close with that one. 1-2 to count. A little roller up along first. The flip to the pitcher covering, but the go-ahead run comes in to score.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
And now here is Connor Norby. A strikeout and a walk. And there's a strike. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Lined into right. Wallner makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left. And midway in the 4th, it's the Marlins 3 and the Twins 2. Bottom of the 4th, now the left fielder, Trevor Larnach.
The left fielder, Trevor
Larnach measures 6 feet 4 inches, 28 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. Just
Ball
missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Oh, he doesn't get the call, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
On the ground at first. Steps on first for the out.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron Buxton.
Here's Byron Buxton. Singled and scored his first time. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Missed with a changeup, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-2. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, right
and
fielder,
now the right fielder, Matt Wallner. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. The other way, and that's just foul. Buxton, the base runner at first with 1 out. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Royce Lewis. And the first offering is not close. On the ground, right side, and it's just foul. That was close. Here's a 1-1. Hit on the ground, might be 2. They get the tag on him, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Twins 2. We go to the top of the 5th. Now, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Lopez back to work. Ripped on the ground to second. Throws to first. And the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
Now batting, second baseman, Jonah Bride.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Base is empty, 1 away,
balls,
and we're at the
no
top of the
strikes.
5th. Foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swung on, belted. That one back. And it is gone. And they add on. It's 4-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
At the plate, Matt Mervis. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Full extension, makes the catch.
Really nice job of tracking that one down. I noticed some initial hesitation, ball off the bat. Didn't look like he got a great read, but he made up for it by closing on it quickly, laid out, and hauled it in.
2 outs, base is empty. Griffin Conine, the next up for the Marlins. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. On to France. And that is that. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 4-2. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back at Target Field,
Leading
John
off,
Shammy with my
win.
buddy Chris
The
Singleton.
first
It's
baseman,
set to get us
John.
started. Bottom 5. Ty
Lawrence.
France. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Well, these Twins doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
And it looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the 5th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Brooks Lee, the next to hit. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. This one in the dirt.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
France at second with nobody out. That's off the mark. Now 2 balls and a strike. Right through there for a strike. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Ryan Jeffers,
Now batting,
the next
Jeffers.
twin up to him. He's already homered here in this one.
Boog, here's someone that loves playing at home, and who can blame him? His numbers are historically better, and he's already 1 for 1 out of the chute.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. 1 out and a runner at second. That's in there. Up the middle, right. In plenty of time to first, and that's an out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie Castro.
This is Willie Castro. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1. Runner at third, 2 away. That one pulled foul. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, and he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Well, with 2 outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
2 outs, runner on first. Now Correa up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Alcantara checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Marlins 4 and the Twins 3. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th.
Now
The new pitcher, Michael Tonkin.
Pretty tight game,
Number
so they're
39.
looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well,
Leading
1-run
off for the
game,
Marlins,
and now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
Davison De Los Santos. Just
Nope. Ball
missed.
1.
Some movement in the Twins bullpen. Danny Coulombe, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Alcala also throwing.
Yep, that ball went out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's in there, and it's 2-1 now. And that's
Ball
too
3.
high. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a
The
walk.
center fielder,
Everyone
number
gets a
28,
walk, Boo.
Kyle Stowers.
Kyle Stowers digs in now. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And there's a foul ball.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. The 1-1 is fouled off. On the ground right side. 4, 6, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get one.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And the batter now, Nick Fortes. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
0-2.
That one misses, and it's 1-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Buxton sizing this one up, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Back to the top of the lineup. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. France to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
You got to love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
First and second, 2 outs. Now the number 2 hitter, Connor Norby. Ripped, but it curls foul. Stowers, the lead runner at second. Edwards at first, 2 out of the inning. Outside low, and it's a ball and a strike. Into center. Buxton sprinting after it. Makes the grab on the run. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Twins 3. Back in Minnesota, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Trevor Larnach. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
The count. Ball, that's outside.
Just off the inside edge. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count's even at 2. Down the line, and it's foul. Sneaks through, base hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff nod. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
No outs, runner at first. And now Byron Buxton. He's 2 for 2. There's a strike. Lifted in the air down the left side. Konai in and to his right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in
Now
front
batting,
on that pitch
right
away
fielder,
and wasn't able to stay closed.
Wallner.
And next for Minnesota, Matt Wallner. That is upstairs for ball 1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Anthony Bender up and loosening in the pen. Nardi, the lefty, warming up as well. With the tying run on at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Ball to strike. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Next offering is in for a strike. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He
Now
took a couple of
batting,
pitches
third baseman,
to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now the third baseman, Royce Lewis. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Twins wind up stranding 1. Score holds at 4-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Danny
Now
Coulombe.
pitching for the Twins.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed
Number
reliever
54.
from the pen with the lefty hitter
Danny.
coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here is
Leading off for the
Jesus
Marlins,
Sanchez.
the right fielder, number 7, Jesus Sanchez.
Swinging a foul straight back. Coulombe in his 7th season. He throws a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, a curve, and he works in a 4-seamer. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 with the count. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Stays alive. Hammered. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away, but he committed to it. And his shoulders stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
Jonah Bride now at the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one missing inside. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Nobody out. Runner at first. Right side. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Mervis.
And here's the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Corner infielders up on the grass expecting a bunt. Bunting, and he pops it up. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for the Marlins, the left fielder, Griffin Conine.
Griffin Conine getting ready to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Tap foul at the plate.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Strike 2. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nice job behind the plate there.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Now it's the DH, Davison De Los Santos. That's inside.
Ball 1.
Next offering is in for a strike. And misses inside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Sanchez over at second. Right on at first with 2 down. The 2-2. Got him swinging.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
And now the first baseman, Ty France.
The first baseman, Ty France.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And that one fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. On the ground to the left. Norby. Throw, and it gets away. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
That's a case where he just pushed the throw a little bit, didn't stay on top of it, didn't find the release point, and it gave him no chance at first base to come down with it. I know he won't be happy with himself on that one.
So the tying run in scoring position now. And here is Brooks Lee. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Swings through that one for strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. So the tying run at second. That one close, ruled a ball. Now 1-2.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Man at second. On the ground right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game.
Now
It might not be the
catcher,
most challenging
Ryan.
we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. And that
Inside, ball
misses. 1-0.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Puts a bunt down. Right. Sends it to first. Tie ball game as they get the second out, but the run scores.
Well, the safety squeeze can be tough to defend, especially with a good runner at third. You can't risk trying to be overly aggressive and make a play at the plate and give up that easy out at first.
And the batter now Willie
Castro.
Castro.
The designated hitter,
Well,
Willie
both sides equally as strong.
Castro.
So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
That's down and in. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Next offering is in for a strike. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Carlos Correa in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Griffin Jacks.
Now pitching for the Twins, number 22, Griffin Jacks.
Looks like it'll be a pinch
Hitting
hitter,
for the Marlins,
Derek Hill.
number
He represents the
3,
go-ahead run.
Hill.
And that one fouled off. pen down there. Yohan Duran warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Sands, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. That missed by a lot. Now 1-2.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Upstairs. Got him. One gone here.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Fought off foul. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one not close. And now it's even 1-1. Check swing, called strike. That one just misses.
That's a really good take.
That one misses. Full count, 3-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tied at 4. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or
Now
for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
In the dirt, and it scoots away. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
No, Boog, not exactly making him earn it right now with the walk and now a wild pitch. He's going to need to find a way to refocus out there, get back in the strike zone before this unravels on him.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boog. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
Outside. On the ground to first, France. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Yeah, they get the out.
Now batting, third baseman Connor Norby.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norby. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Fastball for a strike. And the sweeper is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
2 outs. And ball 1. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Back
the Marlins.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll
Number
into the bottom of the
38.
8th. Jesus Tinoco.
Jesus Tinoco.
And here comes
Leading
Carlos
up
Correa.
for the Twins.
0 for 3
The
with 3
shortstop,
groundouts.
Correa.
Close one. Doesn't get the call. Ball one.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Mervis steps on the bag, and that's one away as the
fielder,
leadoff man
9,
is out in the
Trevor
8th.
Larnach.
So up next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi getting ready to go. And a count 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Pitch misses there, and the count's full. That's towards center. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Byron.
So up next, Byron Buxton.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
First pitch misses.
Hey! 1 ball, 1 strike.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. That's off the mark. 2-2.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
2-2 on the way. That one missed. Matt Wallner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 4. And we're back.
Leading
now
off
it's
for
the right
Marlins,
fielder,
the right
Jesus
fielder, number
Sanchez.
7, Jesus Sanchez.
Jacks back to work. That's outside, and that's ball 1.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that one a little bit high. And there's a ball. Jonah Bride in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Out to short. Little Baltimore chop action for the base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Now a chance for Matt Mervis. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. With the go-ahead run standing at second here at the top of the ninth. Bunts it straight back to the mound. Over to second for one. Over to first, safe.
Now batting, left fielder Griffin Conrad.
Substitution now at first base. And on to run for Miami, Dane Myers.
Dane Myers.
And now it's going to be Griffin Conrad. And that is out of play. Next offering upstairs.
1-1.
Lined, and that's a base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and in the ninth, they take the lead. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Here comes the manager out of the Twins dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Griffin Jacks done for the afternoon, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for
on the mound now for the Twins, Cole Sands.
44.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Two on, one out. Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. First offering, and it just misses. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Swing and a miss, strike one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. In comes the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
He went up there and got it with 2 strikes. I'm not going to leave this in the umpire's hands. I'm going to be aggressive. It was in a location where you could get those arms extended that he loves to do. So nice job right there coming back in that at bat.
And at the plate for Miami, Derek Hill struck out swinging his first time. And a foul ball.
Here's the sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
Konai, the runner at third. De Los Santos at second with 1 away. Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. That one the other way, and it goes just foul. And down on strikes he goes. Now 2 out.
Big strikeout right there, and that kind of takes the pressure off the defense a bit. Infield was in, so now they can move back, give themselves more time on a grounder to make a play. A lot more ways to work out of this and strand that runner at third now.
And here's the catcher, Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike. The next offering misses. 1-1.
1-1.
That one almost got him.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
3-2.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Popped up. Lead. And that'll do it. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Marlins 6 and the Twins 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Calvin Fauché.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
The right fielder.
Now here is Matt Wallner. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Royce Lewis, the next Twin up to hit. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strike.
The tying run at the plate. Line drive and foul ball. That misses, and the count 2-1. Runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
He was all over that one. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. Really important at bat coming up now.
So now pinch hitter for Minnesota, Jose Miranda. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. Making a move at first, coming in as a pinch runner, Harrison Bader.
Number 12. Harrison Bader.
There's a strike. The 0-1. Line drive, base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they trail by 1.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, now it's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. Trying to move the runners over. Norby. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
We don't see this very often anymore.
Now
Run on
batting,
first and
catcher,
second, sack bunt down to
Ryan.
move him up, but he does a nice job,
Catcher.
executes perfectly. See if they can get a couple of runs across.
He's 2 outs away. Ryan Jeffers will hit next. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Bunts it back towards the pitcher. And they're down to their last out.
Those plays can be tricky. They're
Now
routine,
batting,
but that
the
doesn't mean it's
designated
always going to
hitter,
be smooth.
Willie.
He delivered a good play right there.
Throw.
And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Willie Castro, trying to deliver as the hero.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that's a foul ball. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. That one missing inside. The winning run on second base.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there, and he's got it. Ball game, and the Marlins strand the tying run on base to win it.
Well, you can call it goal line defense. You got the tying run at third, the winning run at second base. All it would take is a bloop to win this ball game for the other team, but somehow pitcher managed to make his pitch. They got through this one, a nail biter, but a very great win. Heartbreaking on one.